Ready to kick up your snack game a little bit? Well, Chef Brandi Alexander is here with two crowd pleasers that are all about bold flavors and big fun. First up, we have bacon-wrapped apple bites, the perfect sweet and savory combo that will have everyone reaching for seconds. And to turn up the heat a little bit, she's whipping up a creamy, spicy buffalo chicken dip that is pure game day gold. Now, a little bit earlier, we were like on the sweet tart side, but this is all about the savory. So let's start with these apple bites. I've never seen this before.
You know, I love incorporating fruit into savory dishes. I think people are missing out not doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is something that's definitely going to be unique if you bring to, your tailgate party or a holiday party. No one else is going to have it there. It's not going to be a double, and it's lots of fun. So you start out with apple slices. You can use any kind you want. You want them to be firm apples. You don't want a squishy one or they'll just kind of mush in the oven. But I like to use some red, some green. And we're actually going to season our apple slices first.
Okay.
You don't want to go crazy on any kind of salt because bacon does have a lot of salt in it, but I am going to use a little bit of this garlic salt blend. It just has salt, garlic, and a little parsley in it. So we're going to toss the apples in that. And then, would you like to wrap some apples?
Yes, please.
I'm going to put gloves on so I don't get all, bacon greasy right now.
Right.
But these, they literally take just a couple minutes. And, if you're super pressed for time, you can even buy sliced apples, in the store, already sliced for a pretty decent price as well. But
well, a lot of people are apple picking right now. I went to an apple orchard, I guess now a couple weeks ago. I walked away, so I got like a quarter peck of apples, but that was still like 10, 12
apples. A lot of apples. If you're interested, you can also go on my page. I've got a recipe for homemade apple butter.
Ooh, I'm looking that up after the show.
Okay, so all we're gonna do is pick you an apple out there. Now, some of these, we just have the bacon wrapped straight around them if you want to do one of those.
Okay.
If you like spicy, I've got some also thinly sliced jalapenos over here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take 2 or 3 of these slices of jalapeno and lay right on mine. You just want to make sure that the bacon, is tucked around really tightly. And that the toothpick just goes in wherever the end of the bacon is.
Okay.
We can take those out, before we serve, so it doesn't matter what that looks like. Like mine's all the way down here on the end, so I'm just gonna stick him in the back right here.
Okay. Is there a certain bacon that you like to use? Like I've seen like an Applewood smoked bacon, or do you just like the plain old, like,
it
OG?
depends on the recipe. A smoked bacon is really good for this. Speaking of, these are also really good to throw on a smoker if you have a smoker at home. So you should try that out as well. Okay, so after we get these rolled, all we're gonna do is we've got some just plain brown sugar right here. And we're gonna take it and we're gonna press it straight into the brown sugar. It's gonna stick right to it. Super simple. If you wanna do a couple of those. And I just try to keep the jalapeno ones separate, in case there's kids or non-spicy people. We're not gonna add Kinders to this recipe because we don't want any more salt. The bacon has plenty, but I am gonna top it with black pepper. Gives it a really great bite.
Making a mess over here. Even get the kids involved doing this part.
Super easy.
That was really fun.
Just pressing them in. And after you do that, we're just gonna pop these into the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And when you pull them out, they are crispy, brown, delicious.
Yum.
This is another recipe where, if you really like hot honey's good drizzled on this. You could drizzle a balsamic on there. Do you want a jalapeno or not jalapeno?
Not jalapeno. This is like a little
not
baby.
Jalapeno.
Okay. This looks so good. I'm just gonna do the whole thing.
I think I'm gonna try a jalapeno one.
Yes, these are so good. And this is, again, something so simple and different that you're not gonna see at the tailgate.
We didn't even cook anything until we stuck it in the oven. Apples, wrap them in bacon with a little seasoning, toss them in brown sugar into the oven, and it looks like you did something super fancy that you spent so much time on,
And this is stuff that you're already going to have at home.